Hello and welcome to Painting the Symbols of Spring with Watercolor Paints. Last week we were learning how to draw some of the symbols of spring, and this week we're going to take our pictures and color them with whatever you have, but in this video I'm going to be specializing in how to use watercolors. So no matter what, you're going to need some sort of pencil and paper, and if you're using paint like me, you're going to also need a water cup, some paint, a brush, and some napkins. And then because we're using watercolors, I have a special tool here. That is a white crayon, and that's going to block off the parts that we want to stay white. Now I have a special note about the paper. I'm going to be using watercolor paper, which is pretty important. You can use any size that you can find. I got this at Ross, but you can get it at the craft store. And it came as a 12 by 9 inch piece, but I cut it into 4.5 by 6 inch cards. And that makes it a little easier to draw. Of course, when you shake it, it should be pretty thick. You hear that sound there. And you'll notice that one side of the paper is a little rougher than the other. So you want to feel both sides. I feel this side is a little bit bumpy. And this side is a little bit smooth. So I'm going to turn it back over, and I'm going to be drawing on my bumpier side, or my rougher side. Okay, so next we'll be adding our drawings to the paper, and then we'll be adding color with paint. At least in my video I'll be using paint. And I hope that by the end you have at least 2, or maybe even as many as 4 different pictures that you have finished with color. So now that you know what we're working on, go ahead and collect your materials, and then watch the next videos for instructions.